Good morning. This is Tracy with Totally Trace. I am live today. I'm excited to be here with you. I feel like I haven't been really crafting over the past week and I've really missed it. So today I am going to make a gift box that has a card attached. So all in one. And I am using it's a suite, and you're looking at the paper, Peaceful Garden Suite. And so it comes with this paper, and then it has all these other beautiful papers in it too. And then I'm also going to be using the bundle and the ribbon that come with it. So the ribbon is this beautiful sparkly ribbon. And to create this, you are going to need a ribbon. So you want that to coordinate. And then I'm using the Peace on Earth bundle. All right, so this is going to involve a box. So don't be afraid to save this post, rewind as you need, but I promise I made it relatively easy because I know sometimes boxes can be a challenge. So first, let me show you, this is the ugly version. This is not what we're using, but this is how I use my old retired papers is I save them and it's where I do my designing and I mark my measurements. So this paper is 10.5 by 8.5. And on the long side, you're going to score at these marks. So 3/4, 2 1/4, 5.5, 7, not 8.5. That's showing you how long this piece is. And then you'll rotate it and you'll want to score 1.5 on this side, flip it and score 1.5. So I'm going to take you through all that. So give me just a second here. Okay. So let me get my paper trimmer. And I'm just going to check. I think I cut this. Actually, now looking at it, I don't think I have. So again, it's going to be 10 1/4 by 8.5. So I just have to trim off that one side. All right, and now we're going to go into scoring mode. And I'm hoping, again, whenever I'm doing this for you guys, my goal is that you are inspired and making your own version. This is going to be great for a gift. So think hostess gift if you're going to any parties. Think coworkers, think neighbors. This is perfect to put a little something in. And of course, that little something could be more on the expensive side for even more elaborate gifts. But this is really meant for anybody. All right, so on my 10 1/4 side, I'm going to keep that along the top and I'm going to do my scoring. So the first one is at 3 1/4 inches. And then we're going to go 2 1/4. And then we're going to go 5.5. And then 7. And I'll say all those measurements for you again, because that's it for our long side. So just to show you again, 3 1/4, 2 1/4, 5.5, and 7. Ignore this because that's this piece here. All right, so now I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees and I'm going to score again at 1.5 on each side. Designing boxes is always fun. It's definitely like a math challenge. So whenever you can find somebody else's measurements, just makes life a little bit easier. And then, like I said, I always use old retired paper to kind of play with it. That way I'm not messing up my good paper. All right, so now with this, we're gonna fold all those score lines. I see lots of you popping in. I would love for you to say hi. So everywhere I scored, I'm just folding and creasing. It's just going to make it easier to make that box, and we're going to do a little bit of cutting. Good morning, Diane. Thanks for joining. So as I was designing and making this one this morning, feeling very confident about where I am with Christmas, because again, I've been working on Christmas since July, I realized I've been doing a lot of Christmas for all of you out there, which I love, but I might have forgotten, like I haven't done anything for my coworkers or my bosses yet. So I will be doing that. In fact, one of them might be receiving this. Okay, now that I have this all scored, we are going to do the cutting, and I'm just going to show it to you again on my ugly piece. Good morning, Kelly. So I'm going to cut all these flaps. So all the score lines on the long side, I'm going to cut. And then that short piece, I'm going to cut out that the edges, because that's going to be the flap of our box. So I will show you how I do that. And forgive me, I've got some cuts on my hand, so using scissors is a little bit challenging right now. So I've got that 3/4 inch. So I'm just going to cut this flap to that scored corner, and then I want to make the flap, so I'm just going to go at more of an angle, just like that. And guys, it does not have to be perfect. Like there's no specific angle. Nobody's going to be looking at your edges to see. So now this is called mitering. So I'm just kind of going in at a little bit of a V. This one and this one I'm going to make a little bit more extreme. These I'm going to do less extreme just because it's going to make it easier to fold up. If you don't do it, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm just cutting a little on either side of that score mark. Okay, so you can see less dramatic than that one over there. Okay, so now I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So this one's going to be a little bit more dramatic, and then we're going to cut up at an angle here. Okay, and then these will go just kind of on either side of that score mark. They don't all have to match. Again, this is homemade. All right, so there is our box. Okay, so now I'm going to show you. Well, let me get these laid the same way. We're going to put adhesive here and adhesive here. And then we're going to put adhesive on the back side of these flaps. That's going to help us close up this box. I am going to use some seal. And now that I'm looking at my seal, I hope I have enough. So I'm just going to kind of run 2 lines here. And then this we're going to fold in and do 2 lines. Okay, so this is going to go right here. And then this one will fold in. Okay, just like that. And so now we're going to fold this up. I'm going to try and make none of my sides touch because I want to make sure that I like how the box looks. So these going to come to here. And so right now I'm trying to get the box closed and hide all the glue. Okay, so yes, so this, I'm just going to gently tap it in case I need to change it. All right, so there is our box. I'm just going to make, let's see, this side did not seal, so let's press that down. And of course, if you really need it, you can put your bone folder inside and just make sure all those pieces got pushed down. All right, so now these pieces all fold into here. Okay, so this is our box. So what can you do with this box? And again, we're not done. We're going to decorate, but I want to show you just some ideas of what you can do. So a cute little pair of socks will fit right in there. So that's why I say like perfect hostess gift, gift for a neighbor, gift for a coworker. How about making it a little hot chocolate treat? So I've got a couple hot chocolate packets. Those will fit in there. Some candy canes to go with it, a chocolate covered spoon, anything like that would look really cute in there. Of course, who doesn't love like the Girardelli assortment? You can fill it with that. I forgot to pull them out, but some jewelry. And when I say jewelry, I mean like going to Claire's and get the matching necklace and Christmas earrings. That would be a cute gift. Even just some of these like little peppermints. Fill it with whatever you want. Okay, so I promised you that it was going to have a card attached. So we're going to work on that next because that is going to also decorate our card. So I have a 5 1/4 by 6 inch sheet of cardstock. I'm using Secret C. It's the exact same color as the box. And then we are going to, let's find out, this should be my 6 inch side. I always measure because I'm spatial is not my strength. So I want to make sure I'm doing it. I'm just going to score it in half. So I'm scoring it at 3 inches. And this is going to be our card. And so this card is going to eventually get laid right there. So now I'm going to decorate it with designer series paper. And this is going to be 5 by 2 3/4. So all I did was go down 1/4 inch, which I typically do on a card anyway. So I'm going to do 2 3/4 by 5. Oh, hang on. Just had a cat jump in my lap. He loves to do that when I'm live. Okay, so then that is going to get laid right there. I personally don't glue anything down until I'm happy with it. So let me show you what else I was thinking. So I'm using my Peace on Earth bundle. Kelly, original size. I'm guessing you're talking about this. This is 5 1/4 by 6. And then I just scored the long side at 3 inches to make that. So 5 1/4 by 6, almost a square. All right, so I'm using the Peace on Earth bundle. And I have pulled out, this bundle has those dies. So I've pulled out those, and then it has these doves as well. I almost said pigeons. All right, so I cut the larger of those label dies out of the Secret C, and then the smaller one with white. And then I already went ahead and cut out the doves too, which, have you seen these doves? Like, I love how they're putting the detail in it. Do you see how the wings are textured? All right, whenever I use these, something I always do is I make their eyeballs. So I'm just using a black marker, black pen will work, whatever you have. And then an added touch is I'm just using the light pumpkin pie to add a little beak. Which this is reminding me, I'm so excited to get my new blends. I ordered that Black Friday sale, and man, a lot of people must have ordered because I still don't have my order, and I think I ordered on December 1st, whenever it started. Oh, well, no, Black Friday would have started sooner. Regardless, it feels like I've been waiting forever, so I'm excited for that to arrive. And Kelly, you're welcome, and I'll post the measurements too when I'm done so that everybody has them. I know sometimes it can be hard to follow along. But again, you can watch the replay and rewind as much as you need to as well. Okay, so I pulled out the Peace on Earth because I'm pretty sure, let's just make sure. Okay, it's like pretty sure that's going to fit on that label. And then I'm using my Secret C ink. I'm just going to stamp that right in the middle. Good morning, Monique. I love Peace on Earth. Every time I stamp it, I don't even need to use black anymore. I think that looks so nice. Okay, so here's what I was picturing. see how it looks. Maybe I'm only going to use one bird. Yeah, kind of like him up there. Okay, so we're not going to use that one. All right, look how pretty that card is, though. Very simple. Okay, now this is a white sheet of paper, and it's the same size as this. So I've lost my little cheat sheet to tell you sizes. 5 by 2 3/4. And this is going to go inside the card, so this is where you'll put your measure. And then, of course, if you wanted to put a cute little stamp in there, you can do that. So this I am going to glue down. Hello from Normandy. Oh, thanks for joining. Okay, now I'm going to glue this on here. I'm not sure how long that tape is going to run out, so I am going to switch to glue. All right, so now this is going to get glued right there on the box. You will want to fill your box probably before you do this. I haven't figured out who this is going to yet, so I am not going to fill it. You'll probably also want to write your message on your card first, so that's going to be a fun challenge for me when I'm ready, when I figured out who this is going to. All right, I'm just going to lay that down for a minute. Okay, so now here's where that ribbon's going to come into place. You will need ribbon to make this happen. Well, I guess you don't need it, but it's just going to add that finishing touch. So you'll have everything inside your box. You'll close your box. And then you are going to wrap this ribbon around it. Okay, funny, I just got checkbook box vibes. I don't know who uses checkbooks anymore or where that came from, but let's see if I made this long enough. And then we're just going to tie this off to the side. Oh, I think I have the perfect length. And you're going to tie a bow. If you notice, I always keep my ribbon on the spool. That way I'm not cutting, because what happens if I cut it, maybe this doesn't happen to you, but if I cut it, it ends up too short and I have to cut a whole nother piece anyway, or it ends up being way too long and I wasted a bunch. So I like doing it this way. And we're just gonna kind of work it. And we're gonna have to figure out, oh, that wasn't good. I'm not liking how that, there we go. I was gonna say, I'm not liking how that's laying. Okay, and where's my opening? There, so I think I want this over on this side, which means my bow is going to be backwards. So I'll put it back over here. Let me think for a minute. All right, no, I'm gonna tie it again. And I want my bow facing this way. So let's tie it this way, see if that helps. I said quick and easy box, and then it comes down to the bow. And you know, that bow is always tricky. It's upside down again. I'm gonna have to take away my expert bow tying title. Good morning, Gail. I haven't seen you in a while. Guessing you've been traveling. All right, well, not my prettiest bow. I kind of manhandled it the way I want it, but that could definitely be played with a little bit. All right, so let me show you the next part. So what you're gonna do is we're going to glue this on. And then we're gonna pop this up over that bow. Good morning, Edith. So for those of you that are just joining, because I see more people are popping in, this is a gift box with an attached card. Very easy to make. The hardest part is going to be the bow, as you just witnessed. It's a great gift for a coworker, a neighbor, really anybody. It all depends on what you put in that box. And you can go back to watch the replay. I give you all the measurements to do it. I even give you ideas on what to put in the box. Of course, you probably will have better ideas than I do. All right, so here is our finished box. So a decorated box and card all in one. So I'll just remind you how it works. So they'll open it, and then they'll be able to open this, and that will be their card inside. And then the box, hopefully you'll actually have something in there. And then that ribbon is still there so that it can be retied. I hope you enjoyed this. I am back again on Wednesday live, where I will be doing the Brush with Beauty class. So tune in for that. I'll be making 5 or 6 cards with the Brush with Beauty suite, and I'll show you how you can get your own kit so you can make the exact same cards as me. Thanks for joining, and I will see you next time.